right into the.
So what I'm gonna be working on this morning, cause I really like this song, and if I can get it done today, that'll be spectacular. So I'm gonna write a little bit. Second verse. Who said good folks is not supposed to die? of folks is not supposed to die? Who sick of folks is not supposed to die? Sick of folks is not supposed to die. Who sick of folks is not supposed to die? Who's sick of folks that's not supposed to die? Who's sick of folks that's not supposed to die? Okay, yeah. Hold on, let me get this. I gotta get that ending together my way. I just don't know if I want to do this bass, if I want to do. Last night I was playing much better anyway. Who's sick of folks that's not supposed to die? Who's sick of folks that's not supposed to die? Who's sick of folks that's not supposed to die? Who's sick of folks that's not supposed to die? Y'all can pull up to the YouTube, by the way. I'm losing followers on Instagram because I don't post. Keep trying to tell you. I'm on the YouTube, man. That's the only way you gonna catch me. Ever since my daughter said something about me having my mouth too close to the mic, I've been conscious of it. Keep thinking about it. But that's the only way you can hear me though. Who's sick of folks that's not supposed to die? Who's sick of folks that's not supposed to die? Hey man, that's cold, shawty. Y'all can't tell me that ain't cold, man. Who's sick of folks that's not supposed to die? I think a nigga just supposed to have jokes and shit. I am a producer, dog. All around, I make shit. I produce things that are fire. Who's sick of folks that's not supposed to die? Resources, more funds, you know what I mean? Like I could really create some super dope shit, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm working for. I'm working to do this shit myself. Show how formidable I am on my soul. Who said good folks is not supposed to die? See how the shit from last night was killing. What up, Blowski Woski? Nigga came in and dropped out as fast. Who said good folks is not supposed to die? Who said good folks is not supposed to die? Who said good folks is not supposed to die? Who sick of folks that's not supposed to die? Who sick of folks that's not supposed to die? Who sick of folks that's not supposed to die? Who sick of folks that's not supposed to die? Who sick of folks that's not supposed to die? Who sick of folks that's not supposed to die? Damn.
time than they did at Lambeau 2 weeks ago?
Run the ball in the first half like they ran it in the second half, and then being able to have that that start that they had last week in Cleveland, and a lot of it is on the accuracy of Caleb trying to get winning field position immediately on kickoff returns or punts if a drive doesn't result in a score, and try to make field position a factor.
That he is the modern-day expert on Bears-Packers. Because you giggle, but who has participated in 81 matchups of this rivalry? Started as a player, then have broadcast many of these games. In total, 1 time you have witnessed this rivalry in person, Tom. I don't know in today's day and age if that can be rivaled.
Well, actually 82, because the first time I ever went to a Bears-Packers game was in the preseason, where I was gifted preseason tickets from a family friend in the neighborhood. And so that was my first experience when Lynn Dickey played quarterback for the Packers, and sat in Soldier Field with the other 5,000 to 8,000 fans that were gracious enough to show up.
Are you getting this rivalry is about to become just that, a more even rivalry for the next several years?
T-Waddle, I don't think the emotions of the rivalry has ever left. I think there's one team that has had a better hand at it than others throughout the time of the rivalry. But no matter what the records are, no matter when you play the game, what the meaning for one side or the other, I don't think that it ever lacked emotions for either team. But when you think about how much is at stake for both of these teams, I think this is we're starting to get into a new era of the competitiveness of the meaning of each and every game. Where are you going after this game? What is this going to lead to? What does this mean for both sides? So I think there's still a lot at stake, and there's a lot yet to be seen, because I think the finish of the seasons after this game tomorrow, there's still a lot on the line for both teams, and so we'll see what's going to happen with the remainder.
How do you think the Packers will respond to the loss of Micah Parsons? Does it galvanize them? Do they come out and give an effort of the season, or does the air come out of the bubble? Not just that you're losing his production, but maybe that sense of invincibility that he brings into that defense.
No, listen, the conversation in Green Bay is going to go, we beat them without Micah Parsons before he ever came here, so we can beat them again without Micah Parsons. Unfortunately enough that he did get injured, but the defensive coordinator is not going to take a woe's me approach coming into Soldier Field. They're going to, LaFleur's going to feel that there may be a little bit more pressure on his time-consuming play calling to make sure that they can stay on the field and hopefully get themselves in the scoring position. And then the defense is going to have a pull-out and attack-type attitude. They're not going to passively sit back and allow Micah Parsons and the rest of these crew to be pass rushers. He may get a little bit more aggressive, a little bit being able to dial up a little bit more fronts that he thinks could be confusing or put people in winning matchups. And what does he think is Caleb's vulnerability right now, and how can he attack his perception of a vulnerability?
What is the getting off to a better start this time than they did at Lambeau 2 weeks ago?
Run the ball in the first half like they ran it in the second half, and then being able to have that start that they had last week in Cleveland, and a lot of it is on the accuracy of Caleb trying to get winning field position immediately on kickoff returns or punts if a drive doesn't result in a score, and try to make field position a factor. And if you can take all those things and kind of emball them all together and take a defense that it doesn't, and even Dennis Allen talked about it at the podium, as long as they don't expose themselves to 4 or 5 big plays during the game, and they can make Green Bay try to methodically move the ball down the field, then you increase your opportunities to get that turnover, create a fumble, or get them off the field with a punt. all those types of things have to happen. And I do think that in the tempo of the offense, the control of the snap count, the aggressiveness of the offensive line, they're going to have better control of that because Caleb's going to have more command with the cadence.
That's this model earlier in the week, and I'm interested to hear what you have to say about this. Do you think Ben will be more tempted to throw because he doesn't have to worry about Micah Parsons?
I don't think Ben is ever predictable. I think he's the kind of guy that flies by the seat of his pants, and whatever the next play on the sheet that he feels is best to run, depending upon the down and the distance, the time in the game, the hash mark they're on, he's going to call it. I don't think every time we've asked him after the game, hey, do you realize you had 18 throws in a row? Hey, do you realize that your ratio was almost 50-50? He almost has to go back and look at the stats to refresh his memory. So I really think that when you look at the personnel groupings, and so you don't have Luther Burden, you don't have Roman Dunze, but you do have Walker, and you have Zacchaeus, and you have Devin Duvernay and DJ and stuff. But, there's a lot of packages that they ran with 3 tight ends last week that were super effective in being able to ensure the edge rushers, use them as receivers, and trying to create some mismatches. So I don't think Ben is sitting with his play sheet going, okay, this is what I'm going to do because who they don't have. I think he always looks at his play sheet, and it's only kind of the next play up according to where we're at on the field type of attitude.
Tom, is it asking too much for Montez Sweat to have a game type of performance? Zach Tom probably won't play. Montez has had a much more productive season this year than last year, but isn't a game where your highest paid player at the most important position on defense has to show up and be a difference maker?
1,000%. Because if Zach Tom doesn't play, then they're going to have Kennard in there, and he was a guy that was the 6th offensive lineman in the big packages that they ran a lot of in Green Bay, and they have a tight end out with concussion syndrome. So I do think that he's going to have an opportunity for a short edge in a lot of his rushes, or he's going to have the opportunity to rush against a blocker, tackle, or tight end that may have some deficiencies. And if that is the case, then Montez Sweat has to be a guy that either attracts so much attention and gets pressure, it opens up opportunities for Joe T or Austin Booker, or let's have a sack from the inside. I know that Grady Jarrett had one last week, but let's get one earlier in the game so they have to have a little bit more of an interior concern, because until they gain some interior concern, the concern to stop the pass rushers are going to be to the exterior.
The Saturday night start and the kick at 7:20, what time will we get a text message from you that you
Same
have
time.
arrived to the booth? At 6 a.m.?
Yeah, same.
No, I'll be there by noon.
Oh, you quitter. What are you doing? 6 a.m.
Well,
I thought was the trend.
Slacker.
No, well, I think, isn't that the first bowl game that's on tomorrow, noon, or because listen, man, you guys are more than welcome. Come and join me. We'll have a football watching party all day in the booth until you guys go and sit in front of your heater and enjoy life.
I think Notre Dame kicks off at noon, right? Who are they playing?
Oh, low blow.
What?
They're playing. I think they're playing.
What?
They're playing what's left at Boston College.
Chicago series is something the Bears are not familiar with, which is an actual quarterback rivalry when you talk about Jordan Love and Caleb Williams. I'm excited to see that develop, but I'm also seeing this void that's about to be there when Aaron Rodgers does finally